Let's head to the roads of Bengaluru. Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka and the Minister in charge of the city, DK Shivakumar, seems to be getting into the habit of sparking off debates over the city's infrastructure. A few days ago, he said even God can't solve Bengaluru's traffic instantly. And today he emphatically argues that Bengaluru's roads are better quality than those in Mumbai, Delhi or Hyderabad. They're better, he says, than those cities. We have two prominent Bengalurians to weigh in on Shivakumar's claim. But first, listen into what he said at a press conference today.
I have seen the roads of Hyderabad. I have seen the roads of Bombay. I have seen the roads of Delhi. I have seen the other parts of the road. All are worse than Bangalore. Bangalore is well focused in the world. They are not looking about Bombay traffic or Delhi traffic. They are looking about Bangalore traffic.
Well, so do we have better roads? Shivakumar talks about movement in the roads. Is that just a stereotype that the city has fallen into, that it has bad traffic, bad roads? Do all cities struggle with this? Joining me this evening, Vijayan Menon, President of the Citizen Action Forum for Bengaluru, and also actress Sanjana Galrani. Vijayan Menon, first to you, what say you? Do you think our roads are being criticized because of a stereotype? Do we actually have better roads and better traffic conditions than other cities in India?
You can't run away from the truth very often by tangential statements. And I think the truth will, and the road users will definitely know what the truth is. The issue is not whether you're better than some other city or worse than some other city, or that's a wrong argument, and it's a good entertaining argument, but nothing more than that. There are some absolutes in terms of whether the roads are good or bad in your experience and how you work at it and how you see for yourself. And if anybody can say that in absolute terms that the Bangalore roads pass the muster and go to a good level, sorry, is the traffic here as bad as other cities? Yeah, sure. There's no dispute about such issues. But the roads of Bangalore, on an absolute terms, is extremely bad. And I think there's no running away from it. Yes, the magnifying glass is on Bangalore a little bit more because it is the growing center. It is an IT center. There's a lot of eyes here. International media loves to look at Bangalore and make poke funs at it. Not necessarily, absolutely, logically. But as Bangaloreans, we know the state of our roads, and I'm afraid it's far, far, far from what we would want, and that's what's important.
It's also a big TRP center for television channels to focus on, and often Bengaluru roads get more attention than perhaps roads in other cities. But Sanjana, I mean, the truth is that traffic is an issue in any part of India, right? We've gotten stuck in traffic jams elsewhere. Is Bangalore unfairly targeted? Is there some kind of rationale behind what we're hearing saying, look, don't keep saying Bengaluru roads are bad? Or we actually have serious issues like potholes, for instance, on roads is a nightmare. And I don't think any other city, at least not in Chennai or the cities that I know, have the kind of potholes that we face in Bengaluru on arterial roads.
Bangalore is just not Bangalore for me. Bangalore is my mother. I'm very soulfully connected to this city because I'm born and brought up in the city. I'm aware of how the geography of the entire city works, every road works. So let me tell you clearly, like how Mr. DK Shivakumar told, he's our honorable, respected leader here, and the government here is very good. They are really striving each day to meet up to the needs of people. May it be covering up the potholes, or may it be the traffic, or may it be the number of tunnels which are being made with thousands of crores. The Congress government here is really doing a great job. Like if I just pick up my phone and if I complain to them saying there's a pothole here, it will be addressed in the next 2-3 days. There's an app called BBMP Sahai. So you go on BBMP Sahai, which is very effective. You go and put a message and immediately the BBMP team will come in the next 3-4 days and they will definitely solve the issue because there's a ticket which is raised and they need to answer the ticket. So everything is in a systematic manner. But perhaps Bangalore is so loved and it's thriving so much economically. People look at so much of an opportunity in my city, Bengaluru, that everyone wants to come and live here and they all want to earn in 6 digits. They all want to earn in 7 digits. So they're leaving their hometowns behind. They're leaving Kolkata Calcutta behind, they're leaving other cities behind, and they're just coming here because, and it's getting so much populated, it's getting
Okay.
so and so populated that Bangalore is definitely the traffic capital of India. Not only India, I think it's the traffic capital of Asia. You have bumper to bumper traffic. And I was reading, according to a few strategies which have been studied, after Paris, if there's something which is hugely traffic jammed, and you can just be comfortably stuck in the traffic only for 4 hours to travel 4 kilometers, and you'll not be astonished. That is Bangalore for you.
You
And
know,
even God cannot save Bangalore from the traffic. If the tunnels will come up, if the metros will come up into the suburbs and whatnot will happen, still what will
okay.
happen is more and more people will come in Bangalore and shift to Bangalore. So how many ever tunnels you make or
Okay.
how many ever metros you expand, that also is not going to help. So Bangalore is the
Oh,
traffic
absolutely.
capital of Asia.
Right, a traffic capital of Asia, but as you're saying, I just wish I have that number where potholes get filled when you call, because I haven't been able to find that number. Being a
BBMP
Bengalurian, I
Sahai,
must
the
say
app.
honestly that I do struggle with, several times, several potholes. I do think that the state of roads in Bengaluru,
I have it. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you right now.
is this one. No, but Mr. Menon, just tell me honestly, in terms of is this just one government or one corporation's responsibility? I think the point that's being made is also that there is this enormous extra focus as far as Bengaluru is concerned. But then remember the kind of explosion that this city has had in terms of population. I don't think any other city in India has seen it in that nature over the last 20 years, right? I'm not talking of the ones which were already established, like a Bombay or a Chennai, which were metropolitans at one point of time. But suddenly, after the 90s, Bengaluru just explodes. And a lot of the problems comes from that as well, plus the terrain being hilly.
Well, the argument of population coming in, an explosion of population, and the Bangalore is growing, is being used to death. I mean, that is the challenge. The challenge is that you create an economic center, and that is what exactly is going to happen. So the question is not whether that's a truth or not. It is the truth, but you have ways to come out of it if you have a planning infrastructure, if you have some way of looking at it. And it's not a government issue. It doesn't matter which government. It has been bad throughout the way we look at the city, to be able to vision the city, to be able to move to the next generation. And to repeat myself, the argument that it's because of population coming in, of course, I mean, if it was sleepy old Bangalore of 25 years ago,
Now,
there's no issue. But the problem is that there are ways to combat. There are ways to look at it.
Correct.
And I don't think
Correct.
that is being done in the proper manner. And if God can't solve the problem in whatever number of days, I do believe citizens can. And if citizens were listened to
Right.
and citizens' inputs were there, I think they can solve the problem. There are solutions on the table. There are solutions on the table.
Right.
The government is, of course, trying its best. The government, of course, trying their best. I will not criticize the government for not doing anything else.
Right.
But the
Right. There are
administration,
solutions on the table, you say. I would agree that there are solutions on the table. It's just a hope that at least in the future the city would have perhaps better conditions in terms of traffic. Well, we'll see how that goes on. We're all going to be around, hopefully, to see that. Thanks very much to the two of you for joining us here. We'll keep those kind of conversations around urban issues going as well on the Southern View. But that's all we have time for on the show this evening. News and updates continue right here on NDTV. Thanks for watching.